Hello everybody, welcome back. Happy Tuesday. So on Tuesdays on this channel, we do like recipe tips or recipe hacks. And so I thought that I would show you guys 4 different ways to kind of customize store-bought macarons. Macarons are very, very tricky to make, and I have a bunch of recipes for homemade macarons on my channel. But if you're not a huge baker, or if it's something you don't feel completely comfortable with, but you want to do something a little bit extra if you're going to a party or having friends over, I've thought of 4 different ways to kind of just like customize some store-bought macarons, make them your own, and even though they're not homemade, they have a homemade touch kind of thing. So yeah, let's get started. So first I'm going to show you how to make these marble macarons. How pretty are they? Oh my gosh, these are so easy, and they're totally customizable. You can use any color that you like. So let's get started. So you're going to need 3 colors of candy melts for this. 1 for the overall base color, and then maybe like 2 or 3 whatever colors to swirl on top. So I use white as my overall color just because it allows every other color to like be seen. And then I use pink and blue to make the little swirly pattern. So you want to use some Wilton Easy Melt little chips or some vegetable shortening, whatever you like. And you want to add that to the candy melts that have already been melted. And so what either the Wilton Easy Melt or the vegetable shortening does is it thins out the consistency of the candy melts, because sometimes when you melt candy melts they end up being really, really thick when they're melted, and it's easier, so much easier to handle when they're runnier. So add the vegetable shortening or those easy chips, and as they melt it'll thin out the consistency. So you want to do that to all the colors that you're using. And then with the little accent colors, so the plain pink and the blue on in this video, just drizzle them onto the surface of your background color, which today is white. And you don't need to swirl it or anything. Then just dunk the macarons in, give them a little twist, and then when you pull it out of the chocolate, you'll have a marble pattern on top. Like, how cute are these? Oh my gosh. Even if you're making homemade macarons from scratch and you want to add like a cute extra touch, this is so cute. And like then they're half covered in chocolate, which is always a good thing. And you can let these set at room temperature, because candy melts do set at room temperature. But if you are in a rush, just pop them into the fridge for like 10 minutes and they'll stiff it up. Okay, so the next one is my favorite. Oh my gosh. So I saw a photo of macarons on Instagram and they look like little flowers stuck into it, and I'm like, I think I can recreate that. So that's what we're doing today. So all you're going to need is obviously some macarons and some buttercream. I'm using my buttercream recipe because it is stiff when you pipe it, and so it's gonna work out so much better than any kind of store-bought like frosting that you buy. So if you want to make this, I definitely recommend making the buttercream from scratch, and I'll have that recipe in the cards right here for you. I used it in my vanilla cake recipe, and it works out really well. I find that store-bought frosting, it doesn't, what is it? It doesn't have as stiff a peak as homemade frosting, and for this recipe you definitely want it to be quite stiff. Anyways, good lord, that was like the longest intro for that. So what you're going to need are some Russian piping tips, and what they are, they look like this. So when you're piping, you just like, it makes a flower when you pipe basically. So easy, oh my god, you can get them on Amazon. I'll have them link in the description box below. But just simply twist the macaron in half to like split it in half. Pipe 1 flower in the middle just to create an anchor, and then pipe some flowers around it, but pipe it so that they will face outwards, because you want them to like look like they're sticking out the sides of the macaron. It's a lot easier to do when you're holding it versus when you're trying to film it for YouTube, so that's why the pink one looks better than the other ones I did, because I was holding that one. But yeah, then just put the other macaron half on top and you are done, and these are the cutest things ever. Oh my gosh. Another really, really cute way, and it's very, very simple, is to use some edible gold leaf. So you can get edible gold leaf off of Amazon, and all you need to do is grab like a clean paintbrush. You don't use your fingers because the gold leaf will stick to your fingers and will be a nightmare. So use a little clean paintbrush or something like that, and simply just gently place the gold leaf on the top of the macaron, and then press it down a little bit to make it stick, and you have the most glam, prettiest macarons. And last but not least, I think that this is so much fun. All you're gonna need are some macarons and some edible ink pens. Mine are from Wilton. I love them. I love Wilton. Oh my god, this video is not sponsored by Wilton, but my whole life should be, because I think my whole condo is like filled with their stuff. But anyways, yes, they have edible ink pens, which is basically food coloring in a pen form. And yeah, just like literally draw on the surface of your macarons. So if you're having like an engagement party and you want to put like you and your partner's initials on the top of the macarons or something like that, and you're not very comfortable using like a piping bag and like piping your initials, edible ink pens are wonderful for that. And like even if you went to a macaron store and bought like them in like a specific color, and then so you had like the color scheme and then you did like the little initialing or whatever yourself, and you are done. So I hope that you guys like these 4 ideas. If you have any ideas of like what else you could do with store-bought macarons, definitely leave them in the comments down below. I'm thinking of doing a video recipe. I thought recipe, I said video, and that came out really weird. Of how to make a macaron tower, because they'd be so pretty, and like for a birthday party or for a wedding or something like that, it would be so pretty. So let me know if you want to see that, and I will see you guys tomorrow for an all new video. Anyways, thank you guys so much for watching, and yeah, I will see you tomorrow.